Hey, it's me, Fabulously Spicy. So I've been back from my birthday vacation now for almost a week. I got back Thursday. It was a long, trying day. We're not gonna get into that. So basically, I just wanted to take some time and kind of do an unboxing of sorts with you of the wine that I was able to bring back with me. As you can see, I have a box here and a bag here, and right over there I have that suitcase that I have yet to unpack, but we're not gonna talk about that. I'm a chronic never unpacker. I will just use the things in the suitcase, and then eventually I've used them all and I can put the suitcase up. Yeah, terrible, I know. So let's get started. Here, my very fragile suitcase. This bad boy is the Vino Voyage TSA approved wine suitcase. It has handles on the side. You can see it has its TSA approved lock. It has a handle on the top, as well as the telescoping handle with the wheels that let you spin and turn. I think they're called rollerball wheels. I don't know. Just to take another look, this is Vino Voyage or Vino Voyage TSA approved wine suitcase. It's actually very handy. Who knew they made such items? I ordered this on wineenthusiast.com, but they definitely have ones that you can purchase in certain wineries. Yeah, pretty great. When I got to the airport, I was like, listen, can we put a fragile sticker on this? Like, what's in there? I said wine. They said, we see that all the time. It should be fine. And you know what? It was. I was worried about it for a minute, but it actually kept really well. When I tell you I got home last Thursday and it's Wednesday and I'm just now taking this out the suitcase. Oh, I checked it. I checked it beforehand. Don't get it twisted. But yeah, it worked great. So let's take a look at what I got. I guess we're not gonna start with that. We'll start on this side. I went to the Kunde Family Winery and I was able to get a bottle of 2015 Chardonnay. Granted, let me just start here. I'm not gonna talk about the way it tastes. First off, I don't remember. I drank a lot of wine on vacation. And also, all of these bottles that I purchased, I did try and I really enjoyed the wine. Once I start opening them, I may and or may not make videos about them. Stay tuned to find out. But I'm just gonna go over what I got. So I have my Kunde Chardonnay, pretty good. All of these wines were purchased from vineyards in Sonoma and Napa and the surrounding area. This particular family winery, established in 1904, is in the Sonoma Valley. I have a sparkling wine from Gloria Ferrer. It can only be called sparkling wine because it is a champagne only if it comes from the Champagne region of France. So this is the late disgorged Gloria Ferrer Royal Cuvée 2008 Brut. There was a very nice, handsome young man helping us at Gloria Ferrer. While we were there, my friend noticed that somebody touched him. She was like, oh, she just wanted to touch your leg. He was like, no, she wanted to slide me this. He pulled out the little coaster with her number and name on it. I was like, hey, look at that. He be getting it. He said it's a very fun place to work. I'm sure women hit on them there all the time. So, also from Kunde, I have, it's like 2015 Reserve Zinfandel. I have a wine fridge and a wine rack. I don't know that I have enough room for all these wines, if I'm being completely honest, but what I'll typically do is put my whites in the fridge and my reds on the rack. This particular wine got at our very first winery that we stopped at, Viansa, Sonoma, and it is an Arnaise. Before that, I had never heard of an Arnaise, so I'll definitely have to do some research on that. And that is a 2016 vintage. It is a white wine. I know it's a dark bottle, but it's a white wine. While this Zinfandel is red, just in case you've never had Zinfandel, or if all you've ever had is white Zinfandel, they are incredibly very different. And the Zinfandel is red. This particular wine is from I cannot talk today. Woodin Valley Winery and Vineyard, Chardonnay 2017. You can tell I like my Chardonnays. Chardonnay, in case you did not know, is also a white wine. I have a Piccolo 2015 red wine. I believe this is a blend. I believe. I don't remember. But once I find out, I keep pronouncing it wrong. They said just call it BV, but I think it's called Beaulieu Vineyard. It is a Tapestry Reserve red wine, vintage 2014. The estate selection. I found on this trip that I like more expensive wines. This is also a red. Most of the reserve wines are going to be more expensive, more high-end, better bottling for sure. I could be wrong. This is from Meadowcroft. It is a French Colombard 2017. This is from what they call themselves a boutique winery. I guess it's a smaller winery. Ballentine. It is a 2015 Cabernet Franc here. It's also a red. If you watch The Real Housewives of Potomac avidly like I do, you know that Monique Samuels is always drinking Caymus. So I had to make a stop to Caymus while I was out that way. It was definitely on the list. You definitely have to make a reservation for Caymus. So we were at Caymus at 9:45 drinking wine. And I did get 2 bottles from Caymus. One under the brand name Caymus, one under a different brand name, which is Emilo. I think it's Emilo is the way she pronounced it. It's just different members of the same family making wines. So from Emilo, I did get a Merlot. It is a 2016. Merlot is also a red wine. Under the brand name Caymus, I have what they're known for, their Cabernet Sauvignon. Sauvignon, maybe. I'm not like perfect at pronunciation, so please bear with me. So this is a 2016. Another red. So it looks like so far I am pulling in the reds. I enjoy all types of wine: red, white, sparkling, sweet, dry, in the middle. So that's that. I forgot somehow, I was remiss. And it is the Robert Mondavi Moscato d'Oro, vintage 2017. The bottle does look small because it is just 375 milliliters, where your regular bottles are going to be 750. This is a sweet white for all you sweet wine drinkers out there. So, for the unboxing I was telling you about, that was my suitcase. But see, so what happened was I ended up buying more wine than I had planned for. So I had these lovely wine skins. I had just a couple that I purchased that you can purchase. I purchased mine from the Container Store. Plenty of wineries had them. And then I kept buying more wine skins and I'm like, shoot, how's all this gonna fit in my suitcase? I'm like, okay, it'll fit, but how heavy is my suitcase gonna be? So then at my final winery, she sold me this lovely box. I know, right? It's just a box, you say, but it is a thick box. It is made for wine bottles. It has packaging in it to help stop the bottles from breaking. I hope they didn't break because I have not opened it yet. It is still taped up. It still has my flight information on it and it says fragile. So we're gonna open it with me and we just gonna pray. But you know what? Like when the part of the box wet that I can see. It's been sitting for a week, so I think it would have soaked through by now. But we gonna pray about it. Aha. My salted chocolates from Kunde are still in here. Who would have known that salted chocolate was a thing or that it would be good? And it goes quite well with wine. Top layer, so I was telling you about, made for wine bottles. You can see the space where it would cover 3. All right, they look intact. It's got a little dust from that thing on it. They look pretty well. So here I have some Mario Lanza California Champagne. I don't see a year. Ginger's over here. then here I have some 2017 dry rosé called Rosetta by Woodin Valley. So this is the first rosé I think we've talked about. But yes, I did get one. This is from Muscardini Cellars. At least that's where I purchased it. But it says Pour la Vie, Simon Levi Cellars. California sparkling wine, Almondine. Oh my God, Almondine is so good. Like I bought 2 bottles of this. I'm serious, it's so good. So this is from Peju. This is our Peju Pink 2017 Rosé. I wanna say it went towards breast cancer research. Ah, it did, it's their wine for breast cancer. From Viansa, we have the Summit Cuvée Red Wine 2014. Our second bottle of Almondine. Okay, from BV, a Chardonnay 2015. Gotta stop holding my face like that. I be trying to see it. Also from Robert Mondavi, I have a Pinot Noir 2014. I believe all the wines that I purchased from Robert Mondavi were only available from Robert Mondavi. That was the particular tasting we did, were just wines only available there. That's also a red. And then from Chandon. Okay, so we took, on my birthday, which was the 5th, we took a sunrise, basically, hot air balloon ride from Domaine Chandon Winery. We met there, but because there was fog in Napa Valley, we had to ride out to the Central Valley to get away from the fog. But that experience was wonderful. I have to tell y'all about that separately. But when we came back to a breakfast of bacon and potatoes. Somebody said there was eggs. I don't know. I don't eat eggs, but the bacon and potatoes were delicious. They had bread and butter, and I'm sure some other stuff. But I definitely had bacon, potatoes, bread, and butter, and mimosas, aka I just had champagne. So this particular one I purchased there before leaving. This is not what we had that morning, but I tasted it and it's delicious. The Chandon Reserve Pinot Noir Rosé. It is a sparkling wine. From Ballentine, a 2017 Chenin? I think it's Chenin, that sounds better. Chenin Blanc. As you can tell, clearly a white wine. The bottle is very clear. You can see me through it. And then also from Chandon, the sparkling wine, aka champagne, we had that morning with breakfast. Also in the mimosas that other people drank. If you don't know, mimosa is champagne and orange juice. The Chandon California Brut. Last but not least, I actually don't quite remember where I purchased this, but it says Napa Valley College Estate. Oh, I do remember where I purchased this. I purchased this at Il Fiorello olive oil. That olive oil tasting is definitely an experience. An experience I probably don't need to have again, but an experience nonetheless. I tasted olive oil so I could get to the wine. I got to the wine and I got one, so. Napa Valley College Estate Syrah 2012. This is also a red wine. Okay, so for the final count, 9 reds, 6 sparklings, 7 whites, and 2 rosés for a total of 24 bottles of wine. Thanks for watching, and as always, like, comment, and share. Bye.